And there we are, ladies and gentlemen, we are now done with the classic Sonic the Hedgehog series. We are done now with Sonic in his classic chubby black-eyed form. And basically that's every game in the classic series summed up. I've done Let's Plays and covered every game in the series, except for a couple of games I haven't really bothered to touch upon because they're primarily Sega Pico and PC edutainment titles, which basically they exist to try and teach young kids, to learn things. Like Tales and the Music Maker is one of them. There's I think there's a Sonic Calculator game. There's those games I just didn't bother to cover because, well, they're edutainment titles. They're not titles of the franchise I'm really fussed about. Like the Sonic's Game World that exists. That's a very short and boring game. It's there was no point in me showing them off, basically, the edutainment titles, so I never really bothered to show them off. You also got the likes of a couple of arcade games I refused to show off as well. Well, not so much refused, I just couldn't be bothered to get the emulators up and running, and the games are really short to the point that they're like 5 to 10 minutes long, so it's pointless me really showing them off, such as Waku Waku Sonic Patrol Car and Sega Sonic Cosmo Fighter, one of which is basically a car game where you're chasing Eggman down the streets of wherever it is it takes place in, and Sonic's a cop for some reason. And Cosmo Fighter is basically Sonic in space, shooting Eggman, and that's all that is. It's basically a spaceship shooter, but yeah, I didn't bother to show those off. I also haven't shown off the Sonic Jam compilation, which was available on the Sega Saturn, which it takes Sonic the Hedgehog 1, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, Sonic the Hedgehog 3, and they all compiled it into this one disc with extra content, extra features, and I think it's the only time, apart from like the Taxman versions, that Sonic has actually been properly ported to a system. Because every time after this now, whenever there's a Sonic the Hedgehog port to like a different console, like say the Xbox or something, they're all emulated titles and not actual real full-blown ports. So that's kind of neat. But in the Sonic Jam cartridge disc, there's actually an extra feature called Sonic World that I haven't shown off. I only haven't shown this off because I don't own it. Otherwise I would have shown it off. But basically, it's this open 3D open area where you can run around as Sonic and start explore and do these missions and what have you, and go into different buildings to watch videos and concept art. It's a neat little extra bonus video. It's a neat little bonus that you get for getting the compilation, and I'd say check it out because it's quite humorous, especially some of the cutscenes you can actually get, like Man of the Year, which is one of the best Sonic animations I've ever seen. It's amazing. Basically, Dr. Eggman tries to frame Sonic by putting on a Sonic suit and wearing Sonic boots to try and get the city to hate him. It's amazing. Check it out. I love that. I love that stuff. But yeah, that's it for the Sonic franchise. Folks, around this point in the industry, this is when Sonic was rivaling Mario in terms of popularity. This was when everyone knew Sonic. This was Sonic at the height of his career. Now, do I prefer classic or modern Sonic? It's sort of a mixed bag, really, because I prefer some modern, I prefer some classic, I don't really have a preference over the two types of Sonic that exist, folks, but yeah, this is around the time where Sonic was at the height of his career. This is when Mario and Sonic were bitter rivals to the end, and hell, even one advert for the Sega Saturn and for the cancelled game Sonic Extreme actually calls out Mario. It calls out Nintendo. I love that advert so much.
What do you mean you couldn't catch him?
Guy's fast as lightning, boss. He just disappeared in a blue streak.
You idiot. You should have set a trap.
Boss, he blasted right through it. I'm telling you, he's bigger and badder than before. revolutionary.
Sega.
But yeah, that's it for Classic Sonic. That's it for the pudgy, black-eyed, round guy that we all know and love. So now it's time to move on, ladies and gentlemen. We are now going to be moving on to the radical and totally cool, modern interpretation of Sonic with his green eyes. Oh god, green eyes. Ah, seriously, it's not that bad. It's green eyes, for fuck's sake. And his more slimlined, more fit for 3D character design. Because the whole reason he had a massive character change in terms of art style is purely because his old art style doesn't really work as well in 3D, so they try to make him a bit more slim, make him fit more, make him look more natural. Which is kind of weird considering the next game in the series actually involves humans, which is weird, so, you know. Yeah, we're done with Classic Sonic, we're done with the Classic franchise, and this is basically where I started off the Sonic franchise, you know, folks. I started off with Sonic 2. So, the Classic series is something I'm really fond of myself, even though there's a couple of duds in there. But, yeah, we're moving into the big leagues now, son. We're moving into the big ones, involving the Adventure series of Sonic games, Sonic Heroes, the Dark Age of Sonic. It's gonna be a bit of a roller coaster from this point onwards in terms of quality of the games. So, I hope you all sit back, I hope you all enjoy the upcoming LPs I'm gonna be working on. And, of course, the next one is Sonic Adventure. It's the first full-blown 3D title, you know, so I'm going to be dealing with that. So, yeah, there are 2D titles as well in the future. Then they don't stick 3D, they are 2D titles as well, so I'm going to be dealing with those as the time comes around to it. So, thank you all for watching up until this point if you have, and if you are just new to the channel, you can check out all my old Sonic LPs through the handy-dandy Sonic the Hedgehog series Let's Play playlist I got going on the channel. Which basically, every time I'm doing a, when I do a Sonic LP, I just compile all of them into this massive playlist, alongside the game's own individual playlist, so you can just watch just one game if you really want to. But, yeah, I'm done with the series now, folks, so thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Don't be sheepish, and I'll catch you all next time when we return with Sonic Adventure, which sports quite possibly my favourite soundtrack in the entire series, so I'm looking forward to that just for the soundtrack alone. Let alone the gameplay. I love the gameplay. It's probably my favourite 3D title, so, yeah, thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. Don't be sheepish, people. And I'll catch you all then. Bye!
to the next level. Let's go!